confident friends. How are you all doing? How's everything been going? I am out on this beautiful Saturday morning, just walking Percy, making most of an early morning walk, not many people around, and having a little chat with my guide, as always, asking them if there's any information, any messages they want us to pass on to you guys. And they wanted me to talk today about the filaments of light. So when the main creator created the earth, so basically hydrogen and oxygen molecules, atoms rather, came together and they bonded. And then what happened as it got bigger mass, the top of it has obviously different pressure to the bottom of the mass, different temperatures, which attracts other molecules and atoms to come together, and it was a success. Some planets that create in this way aren't a success, and they just, explode, or they just dissipate, whatever happens to them. But Earth was a success. It came together and it evolved, and there was other creators around, shall we say. The way that the guides say it to us is we may see it as different gods, but from different dimensions and different places. And they wanted a piece of Earth because Earth was created as a place of free will. It was created as a place for communication. We're in prime location for communications, like where we are from the sun and where we are in relation to the universe. And so there was kind of like a little war, I suppose, over Earth of who wanted to take over, and humans were being created and evolved, and there was some amazing stuff that was going on. And so there was kind of like a little fight for Earth. And sorry, I'm distracted because up there in the tree there's the most beautiful white stalk that's high up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to turn you around to see if you can see it behind me. You might only just see a white image there. It's beautiful, just high up in there. We'll take that as confirmation. Anyway, the stalk, the rebirth, that's what we say, don't we? Came in a stalk. We came in a stalk, which is so appropriate to what I'm talking about right now. Stalk delivered us. Anyway, so there was a battle over Earth, and unfortunately some of the darker gods won, and they could see how humans were evolving, and they basically were like, well, we want to be able to control them. And so the ways that they controlled us was, they're great creators as well, may I add, is that they changed our DNA combination. So our DNA used to come together, but the creators separated it. So it's kind of like a double helix, like a ladder effect. And by doing that, what it meant is there was gaps between our DNA strands that was able to be manipulated. So we have electrical impulses that go through us that makes our body work, and it was the same. They were able to apply an energy through us, so they left us with the bare minimum that we needed to survive, and as we know, we only use a certain amount of our abilities. So the light beings then were like, as they could see Earth evolving, there was a couple of times where we got ourselves into big trouble, and we nearly destroyed ourselves because of this consciousness and this dark and light consciousness that we were given. This dark consciousness of like anger and fear and all these things that the darker creators basically implemented so they could feed off of, because that's how they fed. But the light beings were like, we need to take back Earth and help it out. So they came in and they started to implement light into our DNA. They started to help open and awaken us. to the light that can be received into our cells. And so when we go through an awakening, we awaken that light within ourselves, within us. So the main key here that the guides wanted me to pass on to you is that everybody has that tool inside of them to awaken. Some people choose in this lifetime maybe that they don't want to do that, or maybe, you know, they're taking a different path, a different role. But everybody has the ability to awaken the light within themselves if they wish to. And the light beings are here kind of to remind us of that. And the guides are here to remind us of that it is within us and that we can do it. It's just the fact that the creators, the darker creators, have closed it off and tried to change it and alter it. But we're very powerful beings. We evolved, you know, we were a success. Earth was a success at the way that it evolved, and we can continue to evolve. And when I say to people, like, when I remember somebody first said to me, "You're really powerful," and I was like, oh my God, I didn't like that. It really scared me. I was like, powerful, because I understood power as being like, you know, in a big company and everybody respects you, and look at her, I looked at you and you were the controller and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't want the power like that. But they say, no, it's not power like that. It's the power in you that basically shows that you can evolve and you can bring light back into your DNA filaments. You have the power to awaken. And so when I say to people, you're really powerful, that's what I'm saying. You have the light within you. You can awaken. And you have the power and all the tools to do so. So you just need to believe in yourself. You need to trust, have faith, because you can be anything you want to be, and you can create anything you want to be. And if you want to be light and you want to feel that awakening, that's exactly what you can do. Blessings be.